I should find it a more covered over daily updates. So then I will share you made in and also subscribe to the channel. I'm a jack couldn't come on be say, where Mammy Sophia Akufo former Chief Justice petition going in a mammy say or support it. Mahama say or suspended a year. Chief Justice. I say I dare no one support we any traveling allowances still issue, but aside that and was supported petition be able to man penny. That's our petition no say or detective prime fashion also account bintino. Man penny, there's nothing wrong with the wire or supported. On suspended Chief Justice now further investigation should follow. I was going to tell how I was dropping. Say the woman is in support of this Mahama agenda of suspending the Chief Justice. God bless you.
Be a bono. One can answer the response a koye. The response nini na no to the other way. I better know the 4 years aye. Ain't na Chief Justice. Kwa afa MPP for trim. MPP for na kuma Chief Justice. I don't get it. You know, sometimes some of these things no, difficult to say. What's nasi? Nasa udri huwa, we are critical thinker. Now analyze issues no. That's a we follow. We be say I didn't MPP before any abri Chief Justice kwa walk on. Chief Justice and walk one kasi when you say walk. She say kwa mukabro fi say she's gonna. Gone next. Why you gone next long ago. 7 December now why you gone. But petition if you say now why you gonna. And I just say, you establish prima facie, you say, prima facie, and why you gone next. She's gone next too. Justice get to Torkono, she's gone next. Because your Council of State members 31. All your Council of State members. And for wom paite but me fu ina de mam the last time boy Council of State members yimame 31 ko google na de yimame na me mobo Council of State members wo hwe nkrofo mo wom Honorable Doaja, former Speaker of Parliament, IGP fu wom, Chief Justice former Tija wom, lawyers ye wom, ahimfo wom. Na so wo mutimi kwatena se petitions na ba ye no o matena se ahwem na maame no ensem bi ebo no wonu ankasa so the response koye na response ni nyina no motena ase and say enipa mpanimfu a wo madwiri mu do analyze situations ni bibia de sis bia and this CJ na ankasa a response ato ho ehun se maame no ye honest gongona honest okoda dada. Nasa President Mahama will follow due process no 1992 Constitution article subsection no cross. Be bianas what ye juma near suspending na MPP before a young way ye wa Ghana hasn't be a demonstration. One amudu amachino one mono quote one baba kuko any remand kwa them 3 days 4 days 5 days into no money abiri no one kwafo abo wo mo kro no asa wo man edi wo man nya o mo ye heye na mudi wo machini munya agimi no enkodi obia no ye minister no ye chief executive officer managing director bia osom ye wa president Akufo abam 8 years a ye be kina ko court bia na ni na chi se wo ye agimifo hwe no ankwa akosa no also mo play victims but they know Bonia Omadi Ghana. They know. And the Chief Justice Omu. But the woman is honest. Long ago. Honest. Now no crime in lawyer Amali Bakwe a interview her class or catch me say and then Crawford say I former CJ. Madame Sophia Akufo Kradie or no kwa 31 or no kwa say any punya petition in na. Some travel issues no official travel and private traveling issues no and no kwana chese or training who film other petition in no she was in support so am I established that prima facie against her and now as president it me suspended no na further investigations it me koso where be am am okay share me ba bo ba kire o enti ade na Mugu Ghana has said now moyen. Council of State members. What shaka? Oh, Makomia baby. What share Council of State members, sir? Me bebubo, and then my boy Hamesa Besiso. Hey, me say any Chief Justice ya. Next batch, ya Guantanamo Bay of the Electoral Commission. Guantanamo Bay na, a war region. And when I say Yako, Obiti said, Madame J. Mensa, on the 7th December, after 7th December, now she is gone. As a bossman, after 7th December, now she is gone. He is gone. Your friends, I'm going to say they are gone. I can't go honest. I can say CJ Beko, CJ Ko, that's a President Mahama, a Chief Justice for Froba. Now, her petitions no good them in near the court. After now, gonna, your starting process now we are gonna. They say you are gone. But your starting process now we are gonna. At the moment, you're very we are honest. Ghana head. Oh, you're honest. You are gone. We are irrelevant. You are because mono any yankopon na boy yankama say Ghana. Ah. Senye yankopon na je Ghana. Senye yankopon wa. Senye yankopon wa. Enka Chief Justice Supreme Court Kesi se ko. Kesi se ko Supreme Court. My me body language ni posture, demeanor, any niema wo ye ni utterances. Chief Justice Madam Georgina Theodore Wood. Enye Kesi bia na no wotena so. But Chief Justice we, one ni predecessor. Mine no call you. Kesi bia no. Omo kan wo dem no akwa akotena so. Kesi bia Justice Sophia Akufo ebe ye Chief Justice anyine hu no Ghana ha. Paite baby ma me se makomia baby. Justice Sophia Akufo maame no before be kwa retirement ya no ye CJ ye hu na adwuma no wo ye wo Ghana ha. Ene ye hu de Justice Torkono-Sophia ya wo Ghana ha. She is honest. Waduru wanu anim so wokọ. Senye nyame na bo Ghana. Ena Ghana ya adwene ye different. Enye sa francophone countries if woni bia. Enye omo no ya de no ye different cry. Ahu enti MP before ye na mo ye na mo se mo ba ba ye hu demonstration calling on Ghanaian women munya musika no ana mo ne mo yire ne mo manu mu adi no Ghana ma afeno ma ke na ani mo wai video first na call munya musika wo Ghana ha afeno ma hen mo de ye investment wo se ayi wini ba wo property ye de a drone ene kokko twaye ya woni mo yire no mo ne mo ma ne mo mpenafo ejimani wo Ghana no na ene mu Ghana baby nene asamoto wa mu Chief Justice no a obetena Supreme Court na de Ghana for hwehwe yensanka no ye clear no honest no mo ye hu ayi mo ye hu ayi mo ma me Abraham Kumsen not no ayi your friend say TUC organized labor ho papa no do no su ko gina ho no na wo kire no se se de wo ma muti krom ha se ne ni wo mu free tete do mo agi adi ewuo ene wo mu hia organized labor leadership the
organized labor has been following organized labor has been following organized labor has been following events surrounding your suspension of the Chief Justice. We have read bits and pieces of the petition seeking the removal of the Chief Justice. Mr. President, organized labor is gravely concerned about this development. Mr. President, this process you have just begun set the country and our democracy on dangerous slippery slope from which we may not recover. We advise, Mr. President, that you hasten slowly and cautiously on this matter. Your decision on this matter will be consequential for our democracy. Organized labor has been following events surrounding your suspension of the Chief Justice. We have read bits and pieces of the petition seeking the removal of the Chief Justice. Mr. President, organized labor is gravely concerned about this development. Mr. President, this process you have just begun set the country and our democracy on dangerous slippery slope from which we may not recover. we advise, Mr. President, that you hasten slowly and cautiously on this matter. Your decision on this matter will be consequential for our democracy. Organized labor has been following events surrounding your suspension of the Chief Justice. We have read bits and pieces of the petition seeking the removal of the Chief Justice. Mr. President.
Mekoya interview aba. Meko na mene Ora Abraham Kumsin, General Secretary of Ghana Federation of Labour. Akwatwetwe nkomo e de afasa ensem we se hu. Ora Abraham Kumsin awia ma ha mu akwaba de citizen show so. We free so okay. Enti organized labor and enra omukọ kan asem we se. Okay, waba. Mesaka Openi Ora Abraham Kumsin, General Secretary of Ghana Federation of Labour. Hello, Openi Area Maham Wakwaba the Bassett. Yes, now 25 years, sir. And you pay say A+. Baby, I do the Anquanisao. We are independent member of parliament. And I will quiet, say no, and this no parliament in a C1 mono. Mu independent MPs number one. Mu enyema mu free men to sni. We betimi achusu akọ MPP for side. They don't care. Ense sashe, fashe ma. Eye favor kwa na omo yemu na omo agemu. Eduma ka wo ho. First na bia numbers omo wo parliament ntino. Omo hwe say independent MPs eba be ka wo ho no. Se no. San 9th parliament we say we are independent MP now our parliament one more na sa we do kwa bata NDC majority kokoso. That doesn't mean say we free mo e beto sini. They don't need you. Una we hear womo and I think say e be better say majority caucus now dey ho akoba womo no omo take action against A+. I am called for.
Now, the investigation in the National Service Ghost Names scandal has also progressed well, and we'll be filing charges against some of the persons involved from the first week of May. Also, in a few days' time. Other matters such as National Cathedral, mathematical sets, senior high school Wi-Fi are also nearing completion, and dockets are being prepared for prosecutions to begin. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, my fellow countrymen and women, as your Attorney General, I wish to assure you that I have sufficient reserves of integrity to continue to perform the task assigned me by His Excellency, the President of the Republic. I have never stolen before in my life and have never received a bribe in public office. All those who have dealt with me know this for a fact. And the President would not have appointed me his Attorney General if he had questions about my personal integrity. That is why it came to me as a big surprise when the Honorable Member for Gomor Central, the Honorable Kwame Asare-Obeng, aka A+, took to social media to make spurious allegations against me, calling me corrupt and a thief. Besides the name calling, the Facebook post in its totality was a palpable falsehood. I was never involved in the passage of the sanitation levy, as I was not a member of the Finance Committee of Parliament, let alone to be in a position to influence the composition of the membership of the committee. And I have the Hansard as documentary support for what I'm saying. I have the votes and proceedings of Parliament. Unfortunately, I left them in the office. I think I have them here. Yes. So, for the media, the report of the committee as well as the vote and proceedings are here. If you want to do some research on the matter that he alleged that I was involved and I channeled, I made sure that the membership of the committee was, changed, and then the monies from the sanitation levy were channeled to my friend, and so on and so forth. I'm not friends with whoever of the sanitation levy. But interestingly, A+ warned me in the post not to do anything silly and that he will come after me if I did. That is laughable. First of all, I do not act silly because I think through the consequences of my actions, not only for my person, but also for others. That is what we were taught in Notre Dame Minor Seminary, and I am proud to say, without fear of any contradiction, that I have kept faith with that principle. Secondly, the threat is laughable because I have nothing to hide. I am reliably informed that his basis of saying that I am corrupt and a thief is that I took campaign contribution from a businessman at East Legon known as Dr. Sledge, and that he also knows the people who donated pickups for my campaign. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if receiving donations for your campaign or getting a pickup for a campaign is thievery or corruption, then there are 276 thieves in Parliament, including the person who was making the allegation himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, if A+ has any evidence of corruption or thievery against me, I am challenging him today to call a press conference and present the evidence or present it to the police to investigate me. In contrast, the media should ask him about the silly thing that I was about to do, which frightened him so much into making that silly post about me. He should be asked what he knows about the National Service ghost name scandal and related matters. If he can give truthful answers to these questions, then Ghanaians will know why he took to social media to do what he did. But let him be warned that in my hometown of Zorongo, we do not fear mud being thrown at us. On the contrary, we walk into the mud to deal with the person doing the mud slinging. And I am prepared to walk into the mud with A+. Because what I have about him and the National Service scandal, he should come and tell you. I'm challenging him. He should come and tell you, the media, and stop cowardly hiding behind social media to make baseless allegations against people who have worked hard to earn a reputation. So, ladies and gentlemen, now the investigation in the National Service ghost names scandal has also progressed well, and we'll be filing charges against some of the persons involved from the first week of May, also, in a few days' time. Other matters such as
Parliament, that's not Parliament. Me na na ma de bia me ka. Obi nkwankwa di ni bone, e ma me defend wo bia. What true challenge am on the first press our year no. O ka say MPB wa Parliament wa ambodi. O ti wana wunim say ye wa. And then later, before Mobeko breaking, you see speaker I release 2 MPs for interrogation. And that's a waka home. A+, yenum wa Ghana ha. Say Attorney General aye boni bia be ka kire Ghana for. Be ka kire ye. Ka kire Ghana for. Ba sa obetena social media so. Any science ehunu ni de masa. San kwara agro ne sanse hunu no a edru anwumre a na moto wase de moto ananso sem e wo sa platform so a se mo ye de no de parliament de
Obisene na ahwedwumade na subscribe me YouTube channel, like and share, comment, man. Ye beje brand na aka me chief for United States.